Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Ooh, yes, here we go. We hopped up on that bus. Bert, chill, high, Roger and Lowy, crushing friendly Gus. Bulldog vision, all these boys see is red.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Big Ugly Sports Show. We are brought to you by Premier Properties of Dublin. We're your first, your only source for mediocre, below average sports coverage. Glad you're here with us today. My name is Chill. I've got terrible posture and a hairline that's fading daily, and often referred to as skinny fat. The whole gang's here, so let's meet the big and the ugly. Sitting to my right, he is a UGA graduate and he's a diehard dog. He can make a bottle of mouthwash stink. He thinks he's a 10, but he's really a 2.5. He is the pride of Buddy Johnson Road, Adam Hightower.
I think you shorted me half a point.
Three.
He went over,
I'm an easy three.
He went over half a point.
Sitting to his right, he's a Seminole for life. He's lost a ton of weight, but he's still fat. His diaper needs changing regularly. He's got a tick like slicing napkins for hands. He's big. He's sloppy. He is Big Reggie.
Good morning. That was actually pretty good.
Thank you.
I enjoyed that.
I worked hard on it. And sitting to my left, he had a cup of coffee in the Marines. They call him short story long. Survives off of 5-hour energy shots. Comes weekly with 0% research, but 100% passion. We're talking about Mitch, the Bear Lawhorn.
Great to be here.
4 years at 400.
It's great to be alive.
Is that accurate?
It's great to be alive.
No, we said last week.
Tony Gwynn.
I've been on my deathbed. Hey, out of all the stuff I said right last week, this is the one thing that the newspaper.
Well, most times
The
stuff you say
newspaper
wrong
hits me
stands
on.
out.
He
And it
even
made the
prints
paper.
it.
How awesome is that?
I'm glad he has an extra 2 paragraphs to his story. Thanks for that. Oh, by the way,
That was awesome. Seeing that in print, how wrong you were.
Never going away. Speaking of that,
he went into detail about it. He couldn't have just said I was wrong about something. He just goes into detail about it.
Speaking of that, shout out to Clay Reynolds and the Dublin Courier Herald, man. Just a great article. If you hadn't read the paper from last week, make sure you check it out. The bus gang is highlighted. Mitch's flaws highlighted. It was great.
Hey, by the way, on that flaw, the 396 year,
394.
394 year.
Wrong again.
I've never heard anybody work so hard to justify his 400
Hold on,
comments.
I
right?
just I went into detail. He's the closest to be at 400, and that was in a strike year, COVID year, not COVID, but that way before COVID.
Similar to.
All right,
Yeah.
meaningless
Well,
there, but
In a strike, it was in a strike year.
I just want to say one more time, award-winning journalism
Right.
by Clay Reynolds.
Two
Very
more
well
at
written
bats.
article.
2 more at bats. He's at 400.
I would like to give a quick shout out to Fat Phil.
Hold on. Before you go to Fat Phil,
ahead.
we also had the Raider auction last week.
That's right,
and
that's right.
big congratulations to JT Bowers for winning his spot on
State
the
champ.
Big Ugly Sports
State
podcast.
champ to you. State champ. To
So
you.
his
How about
parents,
it?
state champ, JT Bowers, student here at West Lawrence. We had a Raider auction fundraiser. A lot of good items were auctioned off. The Big Ugly, a spot on the Big Ugly
Did he
Sports Show
clear
was
that with
one.
you, Roger?
I was there.
Yeah, it was
Did he
for
clear that with you, Law? Did he get auction off a spot? Did he clear that with you?
Yeah, he's out. He's
He did
sitting right
clear
here when we do it.
I do like that in the
not
auction. Like everything that got auctioned off had a minimum price starting out. Ours had question mark.
And Holly Bill led it
Just
out.
whatever you're willing.
She let out with $1, and
we
then it got
were really-
quiet, and I got real embarrassed. Like, man, this thing's fitting to just shut down for $1, and then it went to 2, and then 3, and then it worked its way to 5. Hey, 45 bones is what this spot went for. So,
There you go.
Who else was bidding on it? That's what I want to know.
Isaiah.
Isaiah,
Yeah, that's right.
yeah, Isaiah, the basketball coach here, was
And
fighting hard to get on it.
we really
So,
got to get him on here because we've already discussed how we're going to.
Word the question.
yeah,
We're
you'll
gonna,
enjoy it because it's going to be at me.
Okay.
I mean, he ain't even started the season and he's a better basketball coach already.
Addition by subtraction.
Definitely. So JT won that spot. We'll get him on the show sometime. But yeah, now
Yeah,
on over to Fat Phil.
Fat Phil's birthday was Monday. I think he turned 28. You know, Fat Phil might make it to 29.
Tell him who Fat Phil is for the
Yes, for y'all, for everybody that doesn't know, Fat Phil is the in quotations offensive coordinator at Blakely. You know, he thinks
In title
he-
only, or
Well, no, he's actually the offensive coordinator.
Oh,
he does
he
a
does.
good job, but he's
using quotation marks like I do.
He told
I've
me
heard people refer to him as
You're
monkey.
not supposed to do
Well,
this if
I
you're
told him,
actually.
loud.
saying the words, you're not supposed to do this.
Okay.
You are the king of airplanes.
I do it constantly.
Philip said that he is monking, but I told him he looks like Charlie Weiss. He didn't really take too kind to that. But for anybody that has a Twitter, if you get a chance, and I think, Chuck, you're going to put it up on.
I'm going to try.
Jace Thompson, shout out to him, sent me a picture of Philip. And if I can pull it up, I'll show it to y'all. My phone might die. But anyways, it was his senior year and getting ready pregame. And you would think that he's out there like 5-star receiver. I mean, he's armbands up and down. Dude is a nose guard. And so I just shout out Fat Phil. Happy 28. Hope you make it to 29. If you don't, we might be doing a dead for Ed and a dead for Phil. So
it's tough. I love it. Shout out Big Phil. All right, we got a couple questions here that one Adam Hightower has proposed for the panel, and we just want to hear your thoughts. We'll start with you on this one, Raji. We need your honest take here, okay? I'm assuming you want honest take is why you sent this.
That's the only way to do things right here.
So, could you, in your prime, which you're not in right now, I don't think, maybe you are, in your prime,
close,
tackle a 40-year-old Frank Gore between the cones?
For a loss?
Just get
him to the ground. How old is Frank Gore now? I mean, he's got to be close to 40. Heck no. That dude, he could still be an NFL running back. Absolutely not. No. No way.
He's retired now.
Okay, he was 39. He was
just taking him down.
You don't think you can get him to the ground?
Let's just say
you're talking about doing
let's say 10 yards apart. So you're meeting at 5.
Number one, Frank Gore is
head to head. No, is he going to try to
is it my turn to answer, or are you going to continue to talk?
I have horrible hips.
He's coming through you. There's not. It's just
he's not running away.
Oh, yeah. I can get him to the ground.
Okay. Dude, this guy is probably about 225 pounds of straight muscle. Number one, he would run you over, and you said in your prime. Your prime is not now. Your prime would be what?
I didn't say my prime's now. My
That's
prime
the
is
question.
definitely
It says in the prime.
In your prime.
In my prime, I could get him to the ground.
You in your prime in high school, you weighed probably 180 pounds.
I don't think my prime was in high school. I think my prime was when I was in the.
And you were how much? 200 pounds?
When he was sipping on that cup of coffee.
I was 205
pre-back injury.
And you're
215.
Hey,
and
pre-back injury.
And you're tackling Frank Gore in open space.
I'm not saying he won't run me over.
I never got to give my answer because he interrupted me.
Okay.
I asked a question.
No, I'm not tackling Frank Gore. That's not happening.
All right, Law says yes.
I think I can get him to it may be ugly, but I believe I could get him to the ground. You can't even get him to the ground?
Go ahead and answer.
He's calling you weak because you can't
we know Mike's answer. Go ahead.
To the ground?
You guys you are delusional. It's an NFL running back. An NFL
He's
running
retired.
back.
He's retired running back.
He is. Good wing there.
All right, on to me. I'm going to say no. I mean, obviously, in my prime, I weighed 100 and maybe 205, so he's trucking me for sure.
Same. He's mushing me to the ground.
That's surprising.
You're an idiot.
That's surprising. Your prime's now.
Huh?
Your prime's now.
That is accurate now. Yeah. You don't think you get him right now?
This is your prime.
37-year-old, 38, how old?
38.
38-year-old height versus 40-year-old Frank Gore. We make him make this happen.
No.
If we line it up, will you do it?
No. I got a bad neck.
Height imagine how many views we get.
You got to carry the head around.
That's why it's tired.
Imagine the views we get if we get Frank Gore to the shoe down here.
Yeah, I made sure I'll let him run me over for the team.
Okay, thank you.
I mean, I'd never get him down.
So we're 1 for 4 here. Law's
got that done.
If he catches his foot in my face mask, maybe.
But you got to think, at this table, Law is the toughest guy here. I mean, we can all agree on that.
He's height won the UFC.
Well, Mitch is the only one that's killed people here.
That's true.
Allegedly.
Stop. Again, I'm not saying it's going to be pretty, but I can get him to the ground.
I love he's got zero doubt. I mean, there's no doubt. So I believe him. The bus team needs you to do that. Thank you. We're glad you figured that for us.
So on that, what gave me the idea was I was scrolling on Instagram and there was you remember that show Pros versus Joes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Michael Irvin against
some dudes claimed they could tackle Ricky Williams. Okay, and he destroyed him. But now Ricky was like he had been out of the league not long because he got out.
He probably?
He was like
intoxicated.
He was late 20s, early 30s or something whenever he was doing it.
I have horrible hips, so I mean the cones are going to be pretty close.
Yeah, and he's not.
He's got to come right at me.
Yeah, we're in a hallway here.
And he's going to step on you.
We're in a phone boat.
What's hurting? Hey,
Phone booth.
what's hurting the most as soon as you get up after each truck? What do you think is the most pain you're feeling? What part of your
body? The back of my head when that thing hits the ground.
I got a headache.
I bet my neck.
So are you diving forward, or are you trying to? Is he?
I'm trying to square him up, but I'm trying to put my face mask dead in his freaking chest.
And so you
are under his chin.
Now,
so you're
that's why
definitely
he's
going
running you
backwards.
up.
My
That's why you're running
strategy
you up.
when I was a high school football player, I didn't weigh but about $150, $160, and I played safety, and I would oftentimes running backs would be running right at me, and they'd want to truck me, and I'd catch them,
Bring them down.
Well, it's kind of like law. We used to teach this no line. If you get run over, that means the quarterback's not.
There you go.
So
Exactly.
just get run over and just hold on.
On a constant. Hey, listen, you're not going to beat this guy. He's better than you. All I need you to do is just cover him up. Just stay in front of him so he can't see the quarterback. So he can't see what's going on behind him. We played Mary Persons, beat Mary Persons for the region championship at Mary Persons. Who was the tackle?
Here comes a long one.
No, it ain't. This is short. But
Short story though.
great running back. But, we were just outgunned on the defensive line. They had better defensive linemen than we had offensive linemen. And we told the guys, like, dude, we're trying to get in field goal position. We just need you to cover this guy up so we can get to the middle of the field. Darn.
Mission accomplished.
He ran our guy 15 yards back into the back of the backfield. Just running him over. You know what he was worried about? Running our guy over.
Never got a quarterback. Or
Ran right by the running back. Running back scores a touchdown.
Great story.
All right, next. So
Region champs.
So next, good job, Law. Good job. So proud of you.
What we got next? What about the next? We got next question.
Next one. We'll start. I guess we'll start back with you again, Raji. What is the outcome? This is current or in her prime? Where are you at on this?
Either one.
Okay, either one.
Whichever makes you feel better.
Outcome of you versus Ronda Rousey.
Let me get a little backstory.
A little backstory.
So the reason I came up with this, we got a good friend of ours, good friend of the show, Jay Bridges.
He's actually calling in today as the celebrity guest.
Not much of a celebrity.
So in Ronda Rousey's prime, Jay would walk around just telling anybody who would listen how he would destroy Ronda Rousey.
I don't believe it.
He would put her to sleep.
He's going to cradle her up. That's what he's saying.
I'm just telling you, he believes it in his heart.
Do they know Jay's record? His career record?
He's only lost one out of, I think, maybe 232 fights. Mm-hmm. So
he used to go. We used to go downtown,
and that's when he got blindsided. He didn't see that one coming.
He got snuck on that one.
Put to sleep.
I've seen him tell many a guys, "I'll cradle you up right here in this parking lot." I'll cradle. He told me that one night when you
yeah, we don't need to talk about that.
Anyway,
all right, so who you got, right?
I'll cradle you up in this.
You versus Ronda Rousey. How about now? Now that she's retired and out of shape,
it can be in your prime though. There goes Mitch with ice.
I feel like I would get a knee to the head and I'm knocked out.
A knee? Okay.
Or like however they kick, freaking shin or something here to the side of the head and I'm probably out.
Okay. Law?
I wouldn't want to I
don't want to throw hands
with
with
a woman.
I think I probably could have.
She's a UFC fighter. That's what she does. You're not just fighting like a random little girl.
Yeah,
I could probably beat her wrestling, but I don't want to. I don't want to throw hands
with UFC. So she gets you.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think she gets me. I don't want. I'm not a fighter now. I don't like to punch. I'm gonna tell you, everyone.
You think she can tackle Frank Gore?
I believe she can get him to the ground.
Absolutely
I got my money on her over Reggie. I got my money on her over Reggie.
I like me getting Frank.
I feel like if
more, I like you better. I do too.
Thank you.
I'm a change.
Law, as big and strong as you are, I feel like if you get her to the ground, first of all, I think if she punches you, you're probably not going. Like, you got a large head, so I don't think.
And he's stubborn, so he just.
I think that you're going to wear a couple
like two
punches.
donkeys fighting each other.
I think you come in there like just a big bear and get her to the ground. And when y'all get to the ground, it's over for her because you're three big.
Well, I think I'm going to go into it knowing she's a girl and she's going to hit me a couple of times and I'm not going to like it. Someone can. I just don't. I don't.
And then,
now you win.
The bear.
That's one of the reasons I don't like to get in fights. The few fights I've been in, I don't like to get punched.
What about you?
It's an L for me. Yeah, for sure.
No, I imagine I don't think I've ever been in a fight since I've been in like other than like elementary school. So or my brother beat me up a few times in high school.
I've seen the comparison of Opie and Ronda Rousey. It's a lot of similarities.
Yeah, but no,
we're still talking about in our prime, right?
Yeah.
If I could get her to the ground, I could choke her out or something.
Yeah.
But if there's fisticuffs, I got slow hands anyways.
Fighting's never been my thing.
Got them heavy hands though, huh?
Yeah.
All right, guys, real quick, we're going to take a commercial break. On the other side of the break, we're going to talk a little college football. We're going to have our picks in, and we've got a special guest calling in, so make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back. For all of your commercial and residential real estate, as well as property management needs, give Premier Properties of Dublin a call at 478-274-1606. Their customer service is unmatched, and I can personally guarantee that they will work with you to get you the deal that you want. Again, that's Premier Properties at 478-274-1606.
This is Brad Meeks, owner of Brian's Giant Subs. Thanks for listening to the Big Ugly Sports Podcast. Come see us today to grab your favorite sub, 1632 Veterans Boulevard in the Oaks Shopping Center, Dublin, Georgia.
Are you tired of overpaying for your cable? Do you feel like you're not getting your money's worth? I've got just the solution for you. J2 Streaming Services. With over 9,000 live channels and packages starting at $15 a month. Visit www.j2streaming.com.
Bank of Dudley is proud to sponsor the Big Ugly Sports Show. Wherever you're listening to your favorite sports show, you can also be banking with your favorite bank. Bank of Dudley offers mobile and online banking platforms to make managing your money easy. Get on that Bank of Dudley bus. Bank of Dudley since 1905. Member FDIC.
Big Peach Car Wash, located across from Walmart on Highway 80. They will be breaking ground soon. Make sure for all your car washing and vehicle needs to stop by Big Peach Car Wash, located across from Walmart on Highway 80. Black Shear Beverage with 2 locations, located in the Cordele area on Highway 280 and Georgia 300. For all your beverage needs, be sure to stop by Black Shear Beverage.
And you wonder why I keep your mic muted.
And he whispered over
he was still whispering over the commercial.
I mean, these folks they pay for a commercial, and then they've got to worry about your gator running over. That's why I keep your mic muted during the break. Well, then I've learned you're right. That's my fault. I've learned my lesson.
That's your fault for trusting him.
You said, here we go, and I was in the middle of a conversation.
No, you weren't. You
just
started
like
it when
it was somebody else's fault for trusting me to deliver a package.
Hey, that's my bad. That's on me. That's my bad.
Hey, before we dive into college football, though, I mean, to picking games, I do have a college football question. I want y'all's opinion. This was actually a story last week, and it probably still is, but do you think Reggie Bush's Heisman Trophy should be reinstated now that we're in the world of NIL?
No.
Absolutely.
Why not?
No.
Before you say, for the people, Bush forfeited the trophy in 2010 after a 4-year extra benefits investigation determined that he and family members, while he was a student athlete, accepted cash, travel expenses, and a home in the San Diego area where his parents lived rent-free for more than a year and for which they were provided $10,000 to furnish. So you say no. Tell us why.
The answer is no. It's the only correct answer, because those were the rules at the time that he played the game, and that was the punishment handed down. Well, you don't retroactively say, well, yeah, I know you broke the laws that existed at the time, but since we're changing the laws now, we're going to let you have it.
And how do you revamp all the other penalties they've given to other people?
If you restore that, you have to give back games to
SMU.
You have to give back games to teams that were forfeited, national championships.
You have people like AJ Green. Did he get in some trouble?
Todd Gurley, all them guys.
You can't take back the death penalty that they gave the SMU.
Yeah, that's right. You can't do that. So
what you got?
Right. Yes. Have you ever done anything while you were at your job and did something wrong, but you still had a job?
No, never.
Really?
Perfect employee.
Really? Is that
perfect
correct?
Employee?
I mean, so I think all that stuff was still going on. Reggie Bush happened to get caught. That stuff was going on in 2005, 2006, 2004, whatever it was that he was playing. He was one of the best running backs in college football history. Give him the trophy back, man. Like, you can't sit here. I don't care what the rules were then. It's completely changed. You got guys that are making millions. Did you know that Arch Manning is projected to make more money this year as a freshman at Texas than Joe Burrow's salary is for this year?
That's crazy.
It's ridiculous. But now we're going to take that back. And everybody going to say, oh, well, I didn't. When I was a teacher, I'm a teacher. I didn't do anything wrong. But
is that Heights voice?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I'm everybody, too, just by the way.
Yeah.
And so somehow we're talking about Reggie Bush, and now it's me as an employee.
Well,
it's amazing how all roads lead to Heights.
This is your show. The point
that's fair.
The point that I'm making is that, like, he got improper benefits. That kind of stuff has been going on.
Did he know the rules going into it? Yes. Did he make a decision knowing that the consequence could be losing that stuff? Yes. He made this. He living with it. That's the way it is.
Ain't he suing or somebody? I think he's suing.
Did they physically take his trophy? Like they actually came to his home and
I think he gave it back. He gave it up.
Like physically gave it up, or just like said, y'all can take me out of the.
I believe he did.
Or do you think they actually came and got the trophy?
No, they got it. They took it away from him.
I think he did that too to keep USC out of more trouble.
Just give him the trophy back.
That's what's wrong with this world right now.
What's up with the Orr guy suing the family that took him into?
I've heard some stuff come out, or I say I've heard from Rick and Bubba, my main source for information. They were just saying that like a lot of the stuff he's alleging like he was saying that the family made millions off of him.
They made him sign a contract when he was he turned 18.
But the people that produced The Blind Side and all that said the family got like $700,000 was their share, and they have, according to them, the family has proof where they divvied that up. But he alleged they made millions off of him, but the people, I guess, that produced it took a chance on making the movie, made all the money. The actual family didn't.
What about Rick Gilbert?
Wow, man, it's just sad. It's really sad. I hate it for a kid like that. I mean,
and before we get into the picks,
did
y'all watch the Braves game the other day? They redid the Smokes and Chipper.
I wish they do that once a week.
Did y'all see where Chipper played when Smokes got
hit?
Yes,
hit. And I've watched it over and over. Every time I watch it, it's hilarious. Not even just Chipper laughing about it. Watching Smokes go down is hilarious.
He said it hit me in the kidney.
He said it's like he went down like my 6-year-old.
The other Hightower brother, not the one we get to have, but the other one proposed a question. Proposed a question to us. If you had right now, and we want to say current, or do you want to say anybody? Anybody ever. If you had one person you could run on the field, this made me think of it the other day when the Rockies game where they went down there and hugged Acuna. If you could take, like you knew there was going to be consequences, but you were willing to give it all up to run on the field and hug somebody, and that professional athlete, who would it be?
Right now? In the game now?
Let's just say right now. Let's just say
in
playing
history?
now. Let's just say playing now. Who you running out there? Like if you're risking it all. Good cough.
That's a good question.
Y'all got anybody?
I don't think there's anybody playing right now that I would risk that.
All right, let's go ever.
That's going to ever. I believe the guy that actually
Tony Gwynn.
That it's hilarious, erroneous. I believe the guy that actually did run on the field just to touch Hank Aaron after he broke Babe Ruth's record. I think that would have been something I would be willing to go to jail to do that. I mean, that's history. He made some like major history.
Who you got, Roger? Who you going out there to hug? Laying it all on the line for him.
Does it have to be hug?
I don't know.
I guess you could smoke him if you wanted to.
I would like to go. I would run onto the court and kick LeBron in the gonads as hard as I could. Okay. if I could have some.
And then he will fold you absolutely.
I got a
Ronda Rousey.
Unless I was there.
I got Ronda Rousey, you, and Jay. I'm good against LeBron.
Y'all know I got in this huge fuss with one of our volleyball players about the greatest basketball player of all time. She's a major LeBron fan.
It's Michael Jordan.
Of course, it's Michael Jordan by far. And
but these kids, all they've known is LeBron, so that's probably why.
Her whole concept of why he's better. One of the things was his shoe deal. I was like, what's that got to do with him playing basketball?
Well, Jordan's shoe deal is way better than LeBron.
She says that LeBron's shoes are more valuable than Jordan's.
That is not true.
That is not true. It was crazy.
I called her an idiot.
I think at some point I did.
Don't call her name.
I did call her an idiot.
Who you going after? Who you hugging?
I hope she's listening.
Serena Williams. Love me some Serena Williams.
What?
Love Serena Williams.
Boy, that made that dude smile right. Okay. All right.
I thought I'd take a different approach.
If she saw you running that, like coming to her,
she would hit me with that racket. She would wear me out with that racket.
She would straighten them teeth up doing that racket.
Well, I was going to, originally it was Anna Kournikova, but you said it had to be currently.
I changed it when he
Why are you going after hot tennis players? That's real creepy. It's real creepy to begin with.
No, it's not.
No, you had to take a picture with Serena Williams, best tennis player in the history of the world, and she's
why Kournikova though?
Well, she's just smoking hot.
For me, as a basketball guy, I was going Jordan. I'm going out there to give MJ just to be able to say you touched the greatest on basketball player to ever do it. So, all right, let's talk let's talk a little football. So here's our plan. I picked 10 games, okay? And this weekend, there's really not a lot of high-profile games. So some of them are a stretch, but the way we're going to do it is we're going to keep our stats all year, and we're picking against the spread. So the spreads are a factor. It's not just straight up.
Right.
There's 10 games. We're going to keep a running record, see which one of us has the best record in the year. We've also are going to reach out to a celebrity guest picker, and we're going to try this for the first time as we are going on the air right now. Let's see if we can get him.
While we're working on this, I just want to give a shout out to Heights Pigskin Pick'em. If anybody's interested in getting in a pigskin pick'em this year,
I mean,
got one running.
First of all, the rules were very vague.
You need to talk to Chad Odom because he came down and asked me.
Yeah, he asked me the same thing.
So you need to reach out to him because he wants to.
And I believe Matt, my brother Rob,
He's
probably
in.
get into it, dude.
We need to make sure we pass that along.
I will. I'll send it to him.
All right, let's we'll start. We'll go around. We got on Thursday. We've got Florida at Utah, and Utah is the favorite by 4 points. Law, tell us who you got. Florida at Utah.
Jimmy last.
I'm sorry, Raji. Florida at Utah.
I'm going to take Utah. I think Florida going out west. Their coach did say something about Cam Rising, like maybe not playing or something. He was a quarterback, but I think Utah probably wins by 2 scores.
I'll say Utah. 4's not a big spread, and it's a long way for them to go. And FSU's got question marks.
FSU or UF?
I'm sorry, Florida.
ESPN.
Florida
I
has
just went with
question
ESPN, so it's 4. I'm gonna go Florida. Just a little SEC action. Hopefully, Florida. They're supposed to be bad this year, and I really don't want them to win often, but I do like the SEC to start out well. So I'm gonna pick Florida getting the 4 points.
Definitely, if you're a betting guy, take the over because there's going to be 2 Duke defenses right here. High scoring game. I'm going to take Utah. Also, but I don't think it'll be 2 scores.
I think Utah's defense is bad.
I think it's going to be 30-something to 30-something.
All right.
Is Florida built to score that many?
Utah's pretty salty on defense now. They held Oregon last year in check and USC.
Okay. Hey, good call.
All right, let me try this again now. Let me give.
We're not waiting on
I was told by the legend
that
Utah lost all their people. That's why USC's going to sweep the Big 12. The legend.
Jay Baby.
That's me.
Yes, sir.
He told me that last week.
How you doing, bud?
Hey, bud. What's going on?
Hey, we're here with the Big Ugly Sports Show. You are our quote-unquote celebrity guest picker of the year. We're already 1 game in. Had a little Bluetooth issues there. I want to hear who you taking. Florida at Utah, and Utah is giving up 4 points, and we are playing with the spreads.
Well, Chili, you know me being a die-hard dog like I am. We can't pick them Gators. We're going to go with -4.
So we got Jay picking Utah. Okay.
Let's see if Jay does Jay know what a Ute is?
Yeah, sure I do. Not a chance.
This is a guy who doesn't remember the Pledge of Allegiance. So he definitely don't know what a Ute is.
I don't know what a Ute is either. Does anyone?
It's a Native American. It's an Indian fighter.
Huh?
It's an Indian fighter.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
He said he knows he's a Seminole.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, second game. We're going to start with Raji. Raji, we got Nebraska at Minnesota. Minnesota -7.
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Nebraska at Minnesota.
Coming in the Matt Rule era.
Yeah, they just lost Gilbert too. They done.
Like for the season, they're done.
They had a bunch of guys from Georgia come in. What was it, the other linebacker? I think
Marshall, wasn't it?
Was it? No, it wasn't Marshall. It was Sherman.
Mikael Sherman. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take Nebraska. Minnesota's had some issues going on with inside their program, kind of like the Northwestern stuff. PJ Fleck's a little bit on the hot seat. I'm gonna take Nebraska on the road.
Okay. Height.
Minnesota.
Fleck. Fleck still a PJ Fleck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Nebraska as well. I'm going Nebraska, getting the points. Law.
I'm going Minnesota.
Good pick, Law.
Jay Baby, who you got?
I'm gonna go to Gophers. I feel like they're the last team to go back to back to back, and that's what Georgia's gonna do this year. So I'm gonna go with Minnesota.
Hey, what a stat! Wow. Somebody's done their homework.
This guy's reading off of a legal pad over here. Good job, Jay.
I did see
Georgia marketplace pad over here.
All right, a Friday night game at the Benz, Raji. We've got Louisville -7.5 at the Ramblin' Wreck of Georgia Tech. In the A.
Louisville's way more talented. I think Jeff Brom's going to be a lot better head coach than who's the guy?
Who's their coach?
Geoff.
Jeff Brom for Louisville.
Yeah.
No, Geoff's gone now.
Geoff's out.
Geoff's fired.
They love that.
I'm going to take Louisville.
I ain't know nobody spelled her name like that.
I've never heard somebody Jeff named Geoff ever. Geoff.
The quarterback for the Falcons used to.
That was Jeff George.
Jeff George.
He didn't spell his name that way.
He didn't spell his name that way?
No, he didn't. Good fact,
Sure?
though. That's a nice fact. Appreciate you adding that fact to the show.
I could have swore he spelled his name.
Yeah.
He's trying to put Jeff and George together.
There it is. That's what I was doing.
All right, who you taking?
I'm gonna take Louisville as well.
All right, I'm gonna go with Georgia Tech. My boy Travaris Tillman over there.
Chile gonna be over.
You ain't gonna win a game, dude.
That's okay.
You'll win Nebraska, bud.
My buddy Travaris over there. Shout out Toombs County alum over there coaching the DB.
One of our former Toombs County Bulldogs.
That's it. All right, Law, who you got?
Louisville is going to be a blowout.
Oh, so he's calling.
Not even close, he says.
Not even close.
All right, Jay, baby.
30-something to 10.
I'm gonna go with Tech. You can't go against Geoff's old team, so I'm gonna go with that.
That's some sound reasoning.
Yeah. All right. This one I had to pull out of the hat because there's not a whole lot. This is on Friday. East Carolina.
I'm about to say, did you go East Carolina for your
Daddy played over here. He was a Pirate back in the day.
Did he?
Hey, Big Kev, you hear him making fun of you now. All them good things you said about high type. Oh, that wasn't
I wasn't making fun of him. I was making fun of you.
Huh.
Because I was imitating you.
Huh. Well, it sounded a lot like the voice that we imitate you with.
That's
the only one I got.
Okay.
This is a Friday game?
So shout out to Big Kev playing East Carolina, yes, but there was only not many Power 5 teams playing each other. So East Carolina at Michigan, Michigan minus 36. Big spread. What you going to do, Raj? No Harbaugh.
I like the Pirates. I think, last year NC State, which obviously Michigan's a lot better than NC State was, but they went on the road to NC State and played a tough game.
Well, NC State is in the that tough ACC, so.
Yeah, but I think Michigan will play well. I mean, they'll win big. But I like East Carolina covered spread.
Will you be quiet?
Shook his head no.
Didn't he say it was a Friday?
No, I won't be quiet.
He said no, we're not.
Huh?
Didn't you say that was a Friday?
I said that. I may have. I don't know.
You did.
Anyways, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead, Height.
It's beside the point.
My bad for
Friday.
That's
it's
tough.
a Saturday game.
Tough pick here. That's a large spread, but ECU is going to be outmatched for sure. Are the Wolverines going to be trying to prove something by standing up for their head ball coach? I don't know. I'm gonna go Pirates and the points.
I can't go against ECU because I'm a Big Kev, so I'm going East Carolina. Law.
I like my hangout back when I was in the Corps was East Carolina.
Before you got dishonorably discharged.
Back when I was in the Corps, East Carolina was our hangout. So
right.
you could go hang out. There would be college girls there. So that was the place to go.
That's where he got his ankle tapped.
All right, Jay, who you going with?
I'm going with the Pirates.
You know me and Big Kev, how tight we are. Us being Longhorn men, I got to go with East Carolina.
Longhorn men, man.
They stick together.
That goes, that's another story for another time. So, all right. The debut of Prime. Colorado at TCU. TCU giving up 20.5. Prime.
I'm gonna go Colorado. I mean, TCU wins the game, but Colorado covers.
Okay.
Disma.
20, dude, you said 20.5?
Yeah.
That's a lot, man. And TCU's they lost a lot of guys to the draft.
Yes.
Obviously, Deion's upgraded that roster, so I think they keep it closer than 20.5.
I don't really want to pick the Buffaloes.
They don't want to either.
I mean, you got some prime in you now. That time you primed them chips.
I remember that.
Why can
you got a little Bison Maine back here?
While you're thinking about who you're going to pick, why can Georgia recruit? I mean, Georgia's the only school that recruits and revamps kids that they lose. Is that they're the only college that does that?
What do you mean?
So TCU who went to the national championship last year, they can't get recruits in.
Well, TCU's had a lot of transfers in, and they don't recruit near the same level Georgia.
Well, I get your point.
They had a lot of transfers.
I get your point.
Yeah. So you're saying TCU's because they made the national championship, they lost everybody and they're not.
I think you can't help. I think you can't help
with it. We're
on Height's pick. Height,
I think TCU's going to beat the crap out of Colorado.
There's
Law's pick.
Law coming in.
That was a convincing argument, Law. I mean, you made it.
I mean, it's 40-7.
Wow.
Who you got, Hype?
That's how bad it's going to be.
I'm going to go Colorado.
Okay.
I don't want to, but I feel like he's got brought in enough transfers over there to make a big difference. And TCU, although they do have some guys that are going to step up and play,
TCU also lost their offensive coordinator.
They lost a ton of talent, and apparently their OC. I just found that out. So
heard it here first. Who you got, Jay?
I'm going to go with the Horned Frogs.
Okay. The Horny Toads.
All right, guys, stay tuned. On the other side of the break, we will break down the last.
Did you?
Yeah, I'm sorry, TCU. No, you're right, I didn't. On the other side of the break, we're going to take a quick commercial break. After that, we will finish the games, and then we've got a little Dead for Ed segment right there at the end, and another little segment. We got to get on it. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after the break. All right, welcome back, guys. We're here on set for the Big Ugly Sports Show. Right now, we're breaking down this weekend's games and making our picks, getting them in. So the next game up on the schedule is Ohio State -30 traveling over to Indiana. A little Big Ten action. Who you got, Raj? Who we going with?
too much downtime here. We gotta get
somebody else fire. If we don't have to go in order, somebody else fire.
I'm gonna have Ohio State easily over Indiana.
Okay,
easily.
30?
You said it's at Indiana?
Yeah. At Indiana.
Yeah.
Tough place to play.
Yeah. Probably about 22,000 people over there.
Yeah. Them Hoosiers.
I'll probably take Ohio State too.
Yeah, he's going to take Ohio State.
I'll take Ohio
State. Law,
State.
what you got?
I'm also taking Ohio State.
J Baby, who you going with?
I cannot take the Buckeyes whatsoever. I'm going Indiana +30.
Just your heart just won't let you do it.
And you are, I know you are a big Bob Knight guy, so.
Yeah. Chili, who you got?
I keep forgetting. I've typed mine in. I forget. I'm going Ohio State. I think they cover.
All right, what's your next
I think
game?
it's a boat race. All right, Middle Tennessee at Alabama. -39.
39. Big
Alabama
spread.
with the new quarterback. Same Saban, though. 39 is a lot.
I'm going to go.
Is Milroe starting?
I don't know if they named the starter.
I don't know if it's Milroe or no. They said it's either him or Ty Simpson. I think.
I'm going to go Middle Tennessee.
All right.
Middle Tennessee did beat Miami at Miami last year. That's the same.
Not the same. Miami and Alabama not the same.
Who you taking, Raj?
I'll take the Blue Raiders, and that what they are? Middle Tennessee. I'll take them.
Law. Jay.
This is one I would stay away from.
Seeing Middle Tennessee's got ties with Dublin Fighting Irish, I'm gonna have to say Roll Tide.
and their mascot are the Blue Raiders. So we can.
All right, who you going with?
This is one I would definitely stay away from. If
you're
he was a betting guy.
But you're not, so we need you to pick one.
I'll take Middle Tennessee.
All right.
I don't want to.
Ooh, yeah.
But I would.
Oh, yeah. That is a good pick. Ooh, yeah, look at that fun thing.
I think Alabama wins, but Tennessee's going to come.
Yeah.
All right, we got three more. West Virginia
It's a long segment.
West Virginia at Penn State. He's teeting too much. West Virginia at Penn State. Penn State -20.5.
I'll take Penn State.
Okay. Height.
Penn State.
Y'all need to be ready, man. Y'all just
Bro.
Raj, appreciate you being ready, Raj.
Are you ready?
Law, what you got, bud?
Well, if you give us a heads up about which games you're going to do.
Like I did the other segment we're doing today, and you just didn't prepare for that, so there's that.
I am prepared.
Okay.
Got it right here.
All right.
Go ahead, Jay.
Answer the question.
Go ahead, Jay.
We're gonna go. Did y'all see that segment with Chad Powers? Think Fast, Run Fast. Y'all see that with Eli Manning?
Yeah, I saw that. When it was at Penn State.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Penn State.
I'll take them. I'll take the little lines too. Them netting lines.
The nippy lines.
All right.
The old nippy lines.
I'm going to take them too. All right, next we've got only two more. We're saving the best for last. North Carolina. Well, it's the last game. I went in order.
Yeah.
North Carolina -2.5 at South Carolina, but the game's actually in Charlotte. So North Carolina giving up 2.5 against South Carolina.
I'm going to go South Carolina.
I'm taking Penn State. I didn't say that.
I'm going South
I
Carolina.
think you did.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
I'll take South Carolina. I think they're going to be pretty good.
All right, you say no, Law?
I say no. This was one of my locks of the week. That's a betting game.
Law's lock of the week.
North Carolina.
Okay.
Them old Tar Heels.
Who you going with?
Don't put it on them.
Already said mine.
USC. I'm sorry, I'm trying to type them in so we can keep up with them.
Yeah,
Jay, who you going with?
They're going to win and
I'm
cover
gonna
the
go
spread.
with the Tar Heels and Mike Brown. Drake May's that dude, man. He's good.
He's about the third best quarterback in the ACC.
Way better than Jordan Travis.
He's way better than Jordan Travis.
Speaking of the ACC, final game on the slate, we've got LSU -2.5 at Florida State, and that game's being played in Orlando. LSU -2.5 at Florida State.
I don't need to give mine. You know where I'm at.
We know Raji's going Florida State by 8 is what he posted on his raggedy Twitter account. So
Bye, you Bengals.
Height's going to LSU. I'm going to LSU as well.
Ooh.
Law.
So that my pick at was it last week when we picked who's going to be in the final?
Mm-hmm.
For it to work out right, Florida State. This is a must win for me for my pick to work out. So I'm going Florida State too, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, J Baby, who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Geox Tigers. Is that how you say it?
Geox, yeah.
Geox Tigers.
So are you picking that because you like LSU or because you've made it clear here of late that you don't like Raji? So
I'm picking it because that's who I think is gonna win.
okay, don't have anything to do with your feelings toward Raji though.
No.
Letting bygones be bygones or
I
no?
didn't like Florida State way before him.
Okay. All right, Breezy.
For the record, I feel like the Clemson Duke game would have been a little bit more interesting than Alabama. I'm thinking Duke. I think Duke might pull it upset.
Okay, I didn't even see that. I must have missed that one. All right, Jay, we appreciate you, buddy. Thank you for calling in. Good luck. Hey, after week 1, you're going to be the leader on the celebrity guest picks, guaranteed. Okay.
No doubt. Thank y'all.
All right, buddy. See you.
All right, man.
Hey, our first ever mid-show call in right there. Nobody better than a loyal listener, Jay Baby Bridges. All right. Do y'all want to do the high five next, or do you want to do?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm in the mood to hear some Hank Williams.
Here it comes.
Little Reggie Williams right here.
5:30 in the morning on the bus we ride. Give me your ears for Heights high five.
That boy is still unsigned, by the way. Still unsigned.
That's my favorite.
Mike Will made it. I don't know. It's something about a.
All right, what you got? What you got, Height?
So, in honor of approaching college football season the way we are, I decided to run down the list of best games I've ever attended in person here.
Okay.
And so, obviously, my games are going to be Georgia games, Raj. I apologize. I don't know how much you care to hear about my fun Georgia games, but
I've been to a couple of Georgia games.
Number 5 here, 2019 UGA versus Notre Dame. It was a fun game, night game. UGA rolled out the new red lights. It was a big game, big atmosphere. First time Notre Dame had ever been in Athens. It was a good time. Dogs win.
Like it.
Number 4, first game I ever attended at Sanford Stadium, 1997, UGA versus Mississippi State. And Robert Edwards ran wild. Dogs win 47-0.
First cousin Steven Edwards.
Does that make number 4 because it was your first one, or because the game was one of the best?
No, that was just.
Or is it sentimental because it was your first one?
Yeah.
All right.
The game itself was a blowout, absolute blowout.
That year is the first time I went to a Georgia game. That was my senior year.
Y'all might have been there at the same time.
We could have been there at the same time.
It wasn't that game.
I'd have been sitting by each other.
Same city.
Of course, we went to when they played a Podump team because the tickets were cheaper.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Well, in true Height fashion, somebody gave me they took me in.
There you go.
Well, I was only
Is that right?
12 at the time.
It started early for him now, getting handouts.
They ain't slowed down. Number 3.
My cousin Seal. Me, my brothers. Yeah, anyway, you don't care. All right, number 3.
Is this the people you live with in Alabama?
Number 3, 2013 UGA versus LSU. Aaron Murray leads us to a late victory. You remember this game?
Was that Mettenberger? Mettenberger was that? Yeah.
Georgia
It was like
versus
51, It was like 51-41 or something.
44-41.
Okay.
Somebody calling in here while we're doing the show? Anyway, so yeah, that was a great game. Late touchdown. Man, just back and forth game. Crowd was crazy. It was super loud. Great game. Number 2, 2007 UGA versus Auburn, blackout game.
Yeah, I knew that had to be up there somewhere.
Yep. My boy Charlie Cox, Jeremy, my wife Jeremy, we were at the game, and man, it was, the atmosphere was, I didn't think I'd ever experience anything like that ever again.
And you did, obviously.
Huh?
You did. You must have.
Number one. 2023 UGA versus Ohio State Peach Bowl.
Wow.
And
that's going to be hard to top. Right?
Man, it was great.
Was that the game that Edwards was at? That y'all were sitting behind?
No, that was
what game was that?
that was the SEC championship game the year before at Alabama.
Okay.
And anyway, so last year my buddy Charlie Cox had set me up with some tickets here. And me,
that boy Charlie been dependable now.
Yes, he is. He is very dependable. But man, Ohio. I mean, you all know how it happened. Missing that kick late, and it was just fantastic.
So those are all games you went to.
Yeah.
So, all right.
So my question would be, like, I keep hearing this. I don't know, Charlie. It's doing a lot for you. What's our give back look like?
I mean, we just
don't say a good time at the game. Like,
no,
you bring
I mean,
a good time.
like, when you got a good friendship with somebody, you ain't really keeping score. We've been buddies since we were kids.
Okay, I just didn't. Okay, just asking. Know if you had to get back with him.
I don't know. I mean, he don't.
We'd have to ask him.
He's just a good dude. He don't say, "Hey, you owe me this," or "What are you doing for me?" Maybe you don't have friends like that. I don't know, but I don't know. He's just a good guy.
Just a question, but I was just asking.
I got you.
Just a question.
Just answer.
All right. Good high five there, Height. Not much to debate because those are your five. So
Yeah.
That's the way it stands every time I do a high five.
Yeah, but a lot of times people can have different feelings about them. But we didn't go to these games.
I do the high five because I want people to think about their own version of their high five. What would Chill's high five be?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hey,
like that.
Hey, we
the guy for the people.
Yeah, I don't people's chant what they call me.
Oh, hand out hype, boy.
That's pretty good. All right. Also, and obviously we're at the 46-minute mark. Long show this week. We're contemplating starting to do 2 shows a week. Really need to hear from the people your thoughts on that. One dedicated to our regular weekly show. Another one for strictly football. Obviously,
we're calling this one the Hurricane Special.
This is the Hurricane. We off. So, and the people want to hear it. All right. So
is that the Hurricane?
The Hurricane siren?
Remind me of Pat. You remember that? All right. So we compiled a list this week. We're doing our top 5. I guess you call it things, people, anything that start with the letter B. Okay, and we're working up 5 to 1. So the sound effects guy over here,
We're taking out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The Bible, baptism, things like that would all be at the top of all of our lists. We're taking those out so we don't have the same list.
Even though the number 1A thing would have been Adam.
Number 1A thing would have been Adam if Roger.
That's why we took. Well, we all took Adam out.
Yeah, because it
wouldn't
would have been
fair. It wouldn't have been fair. Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
All right, Law, give me
I
your
had
5.
me as 2, but
all 5.
No, you're 5.
The original
You're
Adam
5.
or you Adam?
oh, he's not. The original Adam messed it up for everybody. He's wasn't on
Baseball.
Baseball.
Coming
in at number 5.
It's one of the first sports I played. My dad coached me early, and then later, the more aggravating I got, he always put us off on another coach. But
I can see why.
Anyway, stop it.
All right, Roger. Number 5.
Beverages.
Okay.
All right.
Gotta have
general.
some,
You gotta hydrate.
Gotta have some drink.
You gotta
I've seen you
hydrate.
do work on some Dr. Peppers in the past as well.
Yeah, I got it written down. I've promoted up Code Red Mountain Dew.
All right, what you got?
Bakeries. Because I got a sweet tooth like you wouldn't believe, and I love baked goods.
Do you have a favorite?
Favorite bakery?
Is there one that pops up?
Well, locally it's Williamson's. But whenever we go to St. Augustine on vacation, there's a French bakery, and I can't remember. I can't remember the name of it.
Good eyes, bro.
But anyway, that's the best bakery. There's like the best food I've ever had in a bakery right there.
From now on, just nudge me and I'll mute your mic when you go out. I actually have had 2 random people that work in our school to come up to me say, if I hear Mitch drink ice one more time, I'm going to quit listening.
Then they can quit listening. I drink. I bring one of these big drinks to school every day. And I'm going to drink.
Give it one more shake, Law.
And I don't give a crap what they think about it. How about that? How about them apples?
There you go.
He doesn't care about his viewers.
Like Heights High Five. Hey, it's my prerogative.
No,
that's
apples to oranges.
Yeah,
there.
apples to oranges. That's a good call. All right, my number 5 is Braves. Braves baseball. Just always been something I've enjoyed. My grandma used to watch every game growing up. My mom don't miss a game, and I've kind of found myself following in those footsteps. So,
and you done got your wife hooked on the Braves too.
She's a big Braves fan now, so that makes it a lot more enjoyable now that we can watch them together.
The Braves.
All right.
And they are killing it this year.
They are.
Number 4, Law.
Barbecue.
Barbecue for me as well.
I love
number 4? Yes.
I love to barbecue. I love to eat barbecue. And I love to watch other people barbecue. Like I just sit around. There's television shows I watch where it's just
Same.
Do you like to watch them eat it too?
No, I mean,
take it or leave it.
But I can take or leave other people eating barbecue because that makes me hungry. But I like to find out new ways to barbecue. I mean, when Matt goes to competitions, I want to go just so I can walk around and see other people's grills.
And that smell. Wow.
Oh, my God.
Man.
I mean,
we need to go eat. Let's go get some barbecue.
Let's go get it.
All right, so Heights of barbecue as well. What you got over there?
My forced breakfast.
Oh,
Breakfast?
that's a good one.
Good one.
That is a good one.
I tell you what, there's some big boys up here.
Hey,
Well, let me add on to that. Mine's bacon. So
Well, I was going to say bacon, but I just put it all together.
we went barbecue, bacon, and breakfast all for the number 4.
Speaking of breakfast, what's the famous quote that we got from the
Oh, yeah. It was the coach at Toombs County named Robbie Rogers, R.I.P., Robbie Rogers. He was a good friend of ours, and I actually coached with him at Toombs. But whenever...
At the time, he did not like
No, he did not. And he's one of many. But you and I were coaching East Middle together, right?
and won that region championship.
And the guy from Toombs County goes, I'd rather beat East Lawrence than eat breakfast. And he was a big boy. Like he loved his breakfast time.
So
But
he really wanted to beat them.
and he did not.
He did not beat us,
All right, law number 3.
even though they gave our trophy back. Drove our trophy back
That's
to them.
that's another time for another
Number
story.
3.
I had bacon. That's
Okay.
3.
3.
Which could go with barbecue.
I had the
'cause
Bulldogs.
Oh, how did I leave
The
that
Georgia,
off?
is there
How
any
did I leave
TC
that
in there?
off?
You know,
Touch of TC down there.
touch TC.
All right, what about you, Raj? Number 3.
Oh, my 3 was batteries.
Boy got days right. He was in his zone just looking.
Batteries.
Batteries. Yeah, you got me. Yeah.
Vehicle ain't gonna work without a battery. Your phone ain't gonna work without a battery.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You gotta have batteries to make things work.
that's solid. All right, my number 3, bed.
Lame. I'm gonna have you the batteries as a 3. You put it as a 3.
Think about what do? You stay on your phone all the time. If your phone didn't have a battery, you wouldn't be able to get on it.
And he's lost a lot of
check.
weight. Breakfast probably would have been ahead of batteries back in the day, but he's thinned down a little bit, so he jumped. I went bed. I'm thankful for bed to sleep
That is
in.
a good one.
All right, number 2, Law.
I'm a sleeper. I love to sleep. Number 2, my brothers, Rob and Jamie. Very thankful.
Wow, Jamie.
My brothers.
At Jamie.
Even though sometimes they can be dicks. they have my best. They have my best.
They have your best interest.
They have my best interests at heart.
I didn't know where that was going.
Rob, not so much. Jamie, on the other hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, we really need y'all to pitch in and get us that school bus so we can find us a location off campus. All right.
What? You can't say dicks?
It's probably frowned upon.
I don't think that, was it the SEC? I don't think they care. Like, was it on the radio? Is it the SEC that listens to the radio?
Or is it just
I don't
everybody
know.
else?
Number 2.
That's Securities and Exchange Commission. I think it has to do with like the stock market.
Number 2,
The
right?
FCC.
FCC. That's the
what you're
word. That's the
thinking.
word I was
That
looking
was good.
Oh boy.
Basketball. Obviously, my granddad, coach, was successful at it. I wouldn't have a job if I wasn't coaching basketball. So here I am.
And you a hooper.
Oh God, bud, dropping bucks.
So I had bros, and that includes all my buddies and my brother, my dad, like everybody who's my buddy.
Everybody who's
just
your bro.
all my bros.
Man,
Okay.
yeah.
I stayed in the fat world. My favorite dessert's banana pudding. So I went
Oh, I love
little
banana.
banana pudding. I'm a cold banana pudding.
Me
I'm not
too.
a hot
I'm a
banana
cold
Yeah,
pudding.
so burrito.
I'm a cold.
Burrito would have been good. All right.
Good grocery.
Is it? Are we almost done? Y'all making me hungry.
Number 1. What you got? What's your number 1?
Yum.
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 What's your number 1?
My babe, Haley.
Oh, here we
My
go.
babe.
You had no choice.
Couldn't do it without her. Heck, she gave me my last 2 on the list last minute while we were recording the show. I was like, I didn't come up with but 3. Will you help me out?
So she gave you her?
I've been sick. all week.
Was her number 1 her idea or yours?
No, that was mine. I already had that one on there. She did put.
Did you
babe.
have time to smoke cigarettes while you were sick?
Oh yeah.
No, I couldn't smoke.
Oh, here we go. That's a lie.
Dude, I couldn't hardly
That's a lie.
breathe. There's like an elephant sitting on my chest.
All right, Raj, what's your number 1?
Number one is the beach.
Dicks.
The what?
The beach.
Yeah.
Beach.
You are a beach bum now.
I have been said as been called a beached whale at one point in my life.
Yes.
I don't like the.
You're more of like a walrus now because they're smaller than.
Oh, walrus?
They're smaller
So
than whales.
I don't have
Little
teeth
baby
like
seal.
you. I would say a manatee.
Manatee.
The sea cow.
There you go.
The sea cow.
Yeah. That gentle giant.
All right, what you got?
And so I had this. I know y'all are going to run me down for this too, but I put my babies. All my children, my
boys.
My-
Can't say
my-
boys
the
now.
bo-
What
the
about
I can't say boys.
I
no
said
more.
the boys.
Because I got a little girl.
I ain't got there now, but the boys, man. We get out there and just throw that ball and boy.
How they do it?
Hey, size it up.
Size it up now.
That's a Junior Floyd special.
As your boys, babies.
My babies.
You said babies. Sorry. You
Yeah.
can't say boys.
That's literally what we just had that conversation right here,
Yeah,
right now.
dude. I just said that.
I even said it.
Dude was shaking his eyes.
Shake it one more time.
And I went sentimental also, just at my heart. The bus team.
Hey,
Just the bus team right here, man. Big old sport. And it's number one priority in my life. So, it's just everything
Most
revolves
important thing.
around it. So,
I had them as my 6. Y'all were my 6.
all right. So that is our top 5 Bs for the week. We've got one more segment. We're at the 55-minute mark.
That's all right.
Most of you probably aren't going to make it this far. So here we are. All right. We got a dead.
Like Law said, do not listen.
A long overdue Dead for Ed. We've got a Dead for Ed segment. And again, those of you that are new listeners, Ed's a former employee here that was fired and went to and went to another school.
And reportedly, again, might get fired from there.
And he's in horrible health. So this is just the idea is I give you a name, you tell me, would you bring that person back from the dead or will you keep Ed here? That's the choice
If you
gotta
bring
make.
the person back, Ed has to die.
R.I.P.
A
Ed.
slow, painful death.
All right.
Can we
So
think about one day, like, how Ed could die? Like, if we had, like, planned his death?
No, I'm not. I won't do that on there, no.
we'll do that off air.
Okay.
All right. Number 1, and this is recent, okay? Bob Barker.
Definitely Bob Barker.
So Ed's out.
Ed's
dead.
Ed's definitely dead. Bob Barker's a legend.
Bob Barker
Just
is
for him-
is a gem, a national treasure, if you will. And Ed is, I'm not sure what he's good for, other than news updates on fringe media that nobody takes serious. But anyway, yes, I'll take Bob.
Yeah, I'm going Bob, too.
Yeah, Price
Just
is Right.
just Bob Barker from Happy Gilmore. Just from him being
Not even Price is Right.
Not even
that,
Price is
he
Right.
got as close as you could possibly get.
I saw that.
That was good stuff.
You tried to claim it right there.
No, I
He
did
tried
not.
to claim it as his own. There was a meme that said that Bob Barker got as close to $1 without going over. He died at 99.
Oh, yeah. I saw that. I saw that.
God, this man.
Copyright.
All right, number 2. So Ed's dead on Bob Barker.
A clean
Number
sweep.
2, Paul Walker.
Oh, man. Paul Walker. For sure.
Long time.
Yeah, I mean, Fast and Furious.
I said Need for Speed. Fast and Furious.
Fast and
Yeah.
Furious.
Who you going? So y'all are both keeping Paul?
Do you remember when that
Was
song?
Joyride? Wasn't he in that movie? Or something about the trucker that was
I don't remember, but there was a song that came
I
out.
just remember him from
It's been a long time. You know what I'm talking about? It's just sentimental, emotional. When you
the one
think
with
about,
Wiz Khalifa when he actually died.
yeah.
With Charlie Puth or something.
yeah, I don't know the guy's name, but it was a good one. And boy, if you don't bring Paul back,
Do you think there's ever a song when Ed dies, somebody sing something for him?
Yeah, you.
You mean to?
Yeah, we'll get a
I
laugh.
think James Brown recorded one that we could use. It's called "Hit the Road, Jack."
All right, Law, what you got?
It was Ray Charles, wasn't it?
You got
I'm pretty sure.
That was Ray Charles.
Yeah, it was.
That was Ray Charles.
Hey,
wow.
Newspaper guy just fact checked him, and I didn't even have to look it up. My bad. I've seen the movie Ray.
I didn't look it up either when I knew that Tony Gwynn never hit 400. Not only that,
Well, I
he never
knew
did it
James
400.
Brown also did not sing "Hit the Road Jack."
all right. Who you taking? Paul Walker?
Paul
or Ed?
Walker. Paul
All
Walker.
I'm bringing Ed back. I wasn't a big Fast and Furious guy. Love you, Ed. Ed's hanging in.
Dang.
All right, Whitney Houston.
Ed.
No.
I'm Whitney Houston.
Yeah, Whitney Houston's got bars.
Yeah, Ed's out.
Whitney Houston, definitely.
Nah. I just never really thought she did. I mean, she never did it for me.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not bad.
That was not bad.
That was good.
Wow.
I've been
There was
practicing.
some
I'll tell you,
harmonies there.
I'm
Okay.
just
Some harmony.
well,
The
and
Bodyguard,
also
the movie The Bodyguard?
Soft spot
I've never
for Ed.
seen that movie, but I also felt like I owed him one. I need to.
Well, you might get him on the last 2. All right, so Whitney,
I know
Ed.
Whitney.
Okay. I did this for you, Law. This one's for you, okay? John McCain.
Was you in my class?
Yes.
When I tell the story? The kids didn't have any idea who the crap John McCain was. First of all, we had a wrestler named John McCain. And every time I would talk to him, I'd go, and he had no idea who John McCain was. And he ran for president. That's horrible that you don't know who that is. I'm bringing John McCain. He is a legend. He is a hero. I'm bringing John McCain back.
Some have called John McCain a loser.
John McCain is in the deep state. Bringing it back.
Donald Trump did call him a loser.
Yeah,
only losers get captured
and
in
I
battle.
believe never apologized for, which is horrible. Horrible, by the way.
He was in the deep state. Bring Ed back.
Same.
I'm going
John
Ed
McCain
also.
was in the deep state?
100%.
He was a rhino.
I'm going Ed.
My bad. I guess he is a loser for not only being captured, being a POW, fighting for our country.
We weren't military like you though. We can't really relate.
Screw those military guys.
That has nothing to do with it.
Not Jamie.
By the way,
we
the
like
reason,
Jamie.
if you don't know who John McCain is, the reason he does this is
because he can't really,
when he was a
because
POW.
he was strung up as a POW and he can't lift his arms up above his shoulders.
Couldn't.
Couldn't. My bad.
Well, there's gone. He's
correct
gone.
me
Can't do
with
it.
He's
my
gone. I'm
LA.
just saying he's gone now. He's gone.
Couldn't.
From the deep state.
My bad. My bad for not knowing who John
We got
McCain
one more, right? Is
was
that the
a
last
war
one?
hero.
All right, next one.
That was it. I only had four.
Okay.
You said had two more.
He did say two.
Misspoke.
Okay.
Only had one.
Okay.
Bring us home. Hour long
Make sure-
show.
Make good. Make sure everybody listen to it.
Yeah.
Just make sure you continue to listen to us. Give us a 5-star review and a subscription.
Hit us up on social media on Facebook and Instagram and also
Listen,
thebiguglysportshow.com.
Ooh, yes, here we go. We hopped up
Meow.
on that bird.
Make sure you like and subscribe to our page. Click that subscription down the bottom on
Make sure
YouTube.
everybody's being safe too with hurricane.
Yeah, stay safe out there in this hurricane
Keep your
weather.
head down, stay humble. Hey, stay out the way, bro. Hashtag Joey him. Hashtag Joey 1386. Hashtag Reggie's boy.
Hey, wherever you at, whatever you doing,
Get up on that bus.
Okay, you were looking like a goblin.
Oh,
Never
God,
met a dude like Mitch so
Throw down
proud.
that nose,
Can't hear
God.
a thing cause he always talking loud. Chill, swear he fired,
nose
but
guard.
that
I can
hangout
play
time is
receiver.
weak. He
Get your
really
behind
just
down that
blow
nose
that
guard.
he need the hair
Go blow that thing up.
Yeah, I'm back now. Yeah, they call me Big Roger. Yeah, but sometimes in they cut, they call me Bevo Lottie. We stay with the facts that you know we gon' discuss. Fussing or fighting, yeah, we get up on that bus. Yeah.